Welcome to Saunders Construction Limited. As part of our ongoing commitment to safety, we would like to take about 15 minutes of your time to go over some important aspects of our safety manual. A copy of everything we are about to go over is present in your handbook, which will be given to you on your first day on the job site. This handbook is yours to keep. Let us begin with our company health and safety policy and a general list of responsibilities and accountabilities. We are committed to preventing the incidental loss of any of our resources, including workers and all physical assets. Management will provide and maintain a healthy and safe work environment in accordance with industry standards and in compliance with legislative requirements. We will strive to eliminate any foreseeable hazards which may result in property damage, incidents, or personal injury and illness. All workers, supervisors, managers, and subtrades will be equally responsible for minimizing incidents within our work sites and facilities. Safe work practices, policies, and procedures will be clearly defined in the safety manual for all to follow. This manual is located in all of the company vehicles, the office, and the shop. All employees will perform their jobs correctly in accordance with these practices, procedures, and policies, and will work in a safe and productive manner at all times. You will wear all required personal protective equipment and actively participate in all health and safety training and meetings. Safety is the direct responsibility of everyone. We trust that all of you will join us in a personal commitment to make health and safety a way of life. In the commercial landscaping industry, we can encounter a wide range of hazards that can directly affect our health and safety. It is our hope that through regular assessments and ongoing inspections that we can eliminate or minimize these hazards. Field level hazard assessments, or FLHAs, are conducted daily on site. These are reassessed or repeated if something major changes. Hazards for the current site and tasks are identified and then prioritized. Recommendations are listed for the removal or minimalization of these hazards, and all of this and any other concerns are then discussed at a toolbox meeting. All present will read and sign this form. If you arrived after this meeting has occurred, be sure to read the form in its entirety and sign to confirm this. This form will then be turned into the office at the end of the day, where it is reviewed and sent to the general contractor. The work we do covers a wide range of activities. Your supervisor will provide training and instruction on it as you go. This way you can be monitored to ensure that you have understood and are working in a safe and productive manner. A few tools that you should review and refer back to are the Safe Work Practice, or SWP. This is a list of the general do's and don'ts of completing a task. The Safe Job Procedure, or SJP, is a step-by-step procedure of how to complete a task under normal and ideal circumstances. Copies of all available safe work practices and safe job procedures are located in the safety manual, which is located in all company vehicles, the office, and the shop. The most commonly used ones are also located in your handbook. Saunders Construction has introduced a set of rules for all to follow. These are mandatory to ensure the health and safety of yourself and all of those around you. All incidents, injuries, and near misses are to be reported to your supervisor or safety administrator as soon as possible. This will ensure that the proper documentation and investigations can be completed. Failure to do this may result in disciplinary action. Please arrive at work on time and stay until advised by your supervisor. You are expected to remain on site throughout your coffee breaks. Please let your supervisor know if you are leaving for any reason. You are expected to do the job that is requested of you. However, you do have the right to refuse any task if it is unsafe to perform. If this problem arises, please stop work immediately and contact your safety administrator so an investigation can be completed. We accept no responsibility for damage to private vehicles. Please park your vehicle a safe distance from the work area where parking is allowed. The use of cell phones for personal reasons is prohibited. Please leave your phone in your vehicle and check it on your break. Listening to music on site is not allowed. This includes from car stereos or through headphones. Horseplay, fighting, gambling, and the possession of weapons are strictly forbidden. Only authorized personnel shall drive company vehicles or equipment, and if you drive a company truck, please drive in a courteous manner. There are to be no unauthorized passengers or pets, and smoking is not allowed. Trucks are for work purposes only. If you are operating equipment, do not abuse it. If there is a problem, please report it to your supervisor immediately, and don't forget to complete your pre-start inspection and always check the oil. Violations will be handled in an objective but firm manner. Documentation is required at each stage. The steps of enforcement are 2 written warnings followed by dismissal on the 3rd. Please note that you do have a probationary period of 90 days. During this time, you may be dismissed without having the written warnings. In addition to our general rules, there are certain rules that cannot be ignored. When these rules are broken, they present an immediate and severe danger to others. Because of this, a zero tolerance has been put in place. Anyone found not following these absolute rules may face immediate termination. The use of alcohol or unauthorized drugs, including marijuana, during working hours is not permitted. Severe safety infractions, such as a trailer not attached properly or a load not properly secured. Abuse of others. This includes management, co-workers, other trades, and the general public. Theft or vandalism. All employees are expected to handle themselves in a responsible and mature manner. We do a lot of work around the general public, so please watch your volume and your language. Do not cut corners and think you are saving the company money. The costs for the safe and proper installation of a product are included in our price of work. As we do work out of town from time to time, there are an additional set of rules you will find in your handbook that will then apply. Please familiarize yourself with them. Personal protective equipment, or PPE, is our last line of defense. It is important that all personnel follow the guidelines set out in our personal protective equipment policy with no exceptions. Individuals of this company shall wear the following at all times: long pants, no shorts, acceptable shirts, not sleeveless, CSA-approved steel-toed boots, and a CSA-approved safety vest. The straps are acceptable. The following equipment may also be required from time to time: CSA-approved hard hat. The color does not matter. It must be worn anytime an overhead hazard is present or if the general contractor requires it. CSA-approved safety glasses, whenever dust particles or eye hazards are present, or whenever the general contractor requires it. Safety gloves, and hearing protection when machines or loud noises are present. If you require safety boots, a vest, or hard hat, you will need to purchase them. Please turn in the receipts for your newly purchased items to the office, and after 90 days of continuous employment, Saunders Construction will reimburse 1/2 of the purchase price. This can be done once per year. Personal items such as gloves, safety glasses, pants, and shirts will remain your full responsibility. You are responsible for maintaining your own personal protective equipment. In your handbook are some guidelines and information on the selection, use, and maintenance of your PPE. We will supply all other required specialty items such as respirators or fall arrest if needed. All workers shall regularly check tools, vehicles, and equipment prior to use. They shall take out of service any that pose a hazard due to a need for repair. If a defect is found, please notify your supervisor so a red tag can be placed. They will write the issue on the tag and set it aside to be repaired by a qualified professional. Once it has been repaired, the red tag will be removed and a green tag will be placed. Only then will it be safe to be used. Never use a tool or piece of equipment if there is a red tag present. In order to make our health and safety program a success, training and communication are key. We will provide and ensure that all workers participate in a health and safety orientation, training on hazard assessment and control processes, Women's 2015, and job-specific refresher or update training, as well as required safety courses. A toolbox meeting will be held daily with the field level hazard assessment. These meetings will cover the current FLHA, incidents, near misses, a rundown of the day to come, and any other issues or concerns. Any worker input and suggestions are welcome and encouraged at these meetings, as our health and safety program can only be effective with everybody's participation. All incidents that result in injury, property damage, interrupt operations, or have the potential to do any of those things will be investigated. Those that fall within legislative requirements must be reported to the appropriate authority, such as OH&S, WCB, police, etc. It is the responsibility of all employees to report all incidents and near misses to their immediate supervisor or safety administrator, and to assist in the investigation when requested. Supervisors shall submit the report to the safety administrator, who will determine the need for, and if necessary, direct detailed investigations. Causes and recommended corrective actions will be determined, implemented, and documented. These will be communicated back through toolbox meetings. We believe that a safety-oriented company is prepared for any emergency. We have set into place several emergency procedures, such as equipment upset, evacuation, chemical spill, fire, medical, motor vehicle accident, and more. These are located in your handbook as well as the safety manual, which is found in all company vehicles, the office, and the shop. You will also find maps with Calgary, Edmonton, and area hospitals. Several of our staff have been trained in first aid. If the need arises, locate any of the first aiders on site, which are listed on the first aid personnel sheet in your supervisor's truck. You will also find a first aid kit and a fire extinguisher located in all company vehicles, the office, and the shop. Please take note of their location. Most job sites will have a site-specific emergency response plan that will be shared with you at the site orientation. If one is not presented to you, ours will apply. Located in your handbook, you will also find a list of emergency phone numbers, and all supervisors will have a cell phone or a means of communication to call for help if needed. There are more policies located in your handbook, such as attendance, work suspension, preventative maintenance, environmental, working alone, and workplace violence and harassment. We urge you to familiarize yourself with all of them. As a worker, you have rights, responsibilities, and accountabilities as outlined in the occupational health and safety legislation. You are required to know and comply by these. Officers are now able to issue you tickets on the spot, and you will be responsible for them. If you would like to see a copy of the current legislation, there is one located in all company vehicles, the shop, and the office. A website and phone number are also available in the safety manual and your employee handbook. On your first day, you will receive a new employee package which will include an information sheet, tax forms, offer of employment, conditions of employment, orientation checklist, orientation quiz, and your health and safety handbook. All forms are to be filled out and signed on your first day of employment. Once completed, they are to be returned to the office as they are required for you to be paid. Thank you for the time this has taken, and we hope that if you have any questions or concerns, you will feel free to bring them to our attention. It is through a combined effort that we will achieve health and safety excellence. Please keep your handbook as a reference to our policies, rules, and guidelines.